Hello, peoples. Sorry for being so late. I was watching a YouTube video and it looked like it was nearly finished, so I pressed the go live button and then it continued. Anyway, we are here to play some more Minecraft today. I want to try and get more of that create stuff working. I had a lot of fun yesterday trying to get that working, and yet was rather frustrated to get to the end and not have it working. To not have the RPM needed to start getting brass was just frustrating. So the intention today is to probably play around with the machinery again. Maybe just before we start, I will look at Japanese wind flour mills. No, because my flour mill at the moment is a Did they mill rice? Did they make rice flour? Oh yes, when did they start making rice flour? Okay. That's actually interesting. A long time ago. Fair enough. I didn't realise that they have had it for that long. There you go. It's always interesting with inventions like this. It's just really weird how culture allows certain inventions to come to some areas a lot earlier than others. Things like China, I believe, was the first to have gunpowder by like a long shot, like at least 200 years if I remember correctly. Did they use it the same way that the Europeans did? No. I'm doing this from memory, so I may be wrong, but I seem to remember the Japanese. China is using gunpowder for things like nest of bees, so rockets, small-scale rockets, and potentially cannon-like things. And you see them in things like games like Age of Empires and movies even, like the Mulan with that dragon-styled rocket and the fireworks. I don't know how much they used them in war for the more common troops. Things like arquebuses, the first guns, however you pronounce them. When the Europeans got it, you had guns for the lower class, for war, not for general usage, but for war at the very least. Relatively quickly, they saw the benefit of reducing training time, even if they were wildly inaccurate. The fact that you could just point and shoot compared to a longbow made even the early style guns a lot more useful or a lot faster to build an army with than the crossbows or bows, that sort of thing. But that's one example where one culture, the Chinese culture, found and developed a technology far before another culture, such as the Western culture, the European powers. And because I don't believe Japan has a lot of wheat production in its earlier life. Once again, I may be wrong, but my understanding is that they were more rice-based in terms of a grain than wheat. So I wasn't sure when they started milling it, when they started crushing it for a flour. But apparently, very early on, possibly same sort of time period as the Europeans, and prior to the Europeans, actually probably the Egyptians, maybe Sumerians, first to start crushing wheat into flour. I don't know. Anyway, they have had mills for a long time. Interestingly enough, one of the very first pictures here on Google Images of a rice broker is a water mill, presumably water rice mill, which sort of suits where we're at. So we might make a water wheel mill. I'm not sure we have any rivers or like tributaries or anything like that. We'll have a look at that once we start up. But that would be a good place to put a long-term mill. I'm not sure if the Japanese had windmills at all, though. I don't remember ever seeing windmills in any of the Japanese content. I'm not looking for wind turbines, I'm looking for windmills. They are very different. Okay, that from memory looks very Dutch. Which doesn't mean but could imply the presence of Nanban at the time, foreign traders. Greek tulips, which is very Dutch, with a windmill that reminds me of the Dutch. Yeah, I'm thinking the Japanese didn't have any windmills prior to the beginning of the industrialization, presence of traders, external trading. They seem to be water wheel based. Which is a little bit interesting. I wonder why. I know Japan, at least as far as I understand, has a lot of small tributaries and waterways, which make water wheels probably a much better source of power. The create mod in Minecraft seems to be implying that they're relatively low kinetic stress potentials, but that just may be a game mechanic rather than a historical reality, because it interests me that I would have always chosen water. Water over wind. Water is a better option, because wind is variable. You have days where there's no wind, you have days where there's heaps of wind, which means your power generation, even if you're talking about gear usage and that sort of thing, is very fluctuating. And it can be hard to design machinery that works on fluctuating speed and torque. Whereas water would provide, I would argue, constant torque, near constant torque, anyway, less variability, and its variability in terms of speed is season-based rather than day-based. So, over winter you might have a higher speed because more water coming down the waterways. Spring depending on whether your river or waterway is snow melt based. Summer, you're going to have low speed and potentially lower torque as well. But these sorts of things, it is variable, but it's much less so. And water has a higher mass, inertia, than wind. So theoretically, your water wheel is going to have a higher torque potential than wind will ever have. That's all coming from an uneducated point of view. I may be incorrect, but that is my assumption. And so it doesn't surprise me that if a place has a lot of flowing water options, like Japan, that a water mill is the way that they will go, rather than a windmill, which, yeah, it's just generally more volatile, I guess, in nature. All right. That is not how you spell windmill. Maybe just have a look at a couple of create mod options. I like that one. It's not really Japanese. Well, I guess we found that there isn't really a Japanese style, so from that point of view, not much of an issue. I actually really like this one. And maybe for that reason, I build that. The double helix. They just look cool. Are we missing frames? Nope. I'm just having slow downloads, so it's a little bit weird. A 2-fin design, not a very efficient or even theoretically safe system. Anyway, all right. Having had a brief look at that, let's get into the game. I am showing my screen today. Now, I have to finish at about the same time as I did yesterday, I think. I have some people coming over this afternoon. And unfortunately, I'm starting about an hour later than I would like. But I had some work I was trying to finish this morning that I had to just end up abandoning because I could not for the life of me get it done. Alright, so here we are with a 2-slow moving mechanical mixer. What we're going to do first is increase the speed of this, I think. So first thing I want to do is get a cog, because there is, so when a bigger, in the real world, in just general physics, when a big cog spins, and it spins a small wheel, depending on the ratio of the cogs, of course, but the smaller one will spin multiple times for each of the bigger ones spin. So, in Create, that ends up being approximately 2 smaller cog turns for every 1 big cog turn, which is double the speed. The fact is, though, these devices have a cog in them, which means that at least in my limited understanding, they are small cogs. Like, they're the same size as the small cogs. So putting a small cog between the big cog and the device won't actually speed things up, I don't think. But I also think that the first thing we are going to test is whether that is the case, just to make sure. It is not worth not testing this. Interesting that I can't apply it to it. Right, so let's just move this over one diagonally and put that there. Fair enough. Game audio. That's better. Let's put that there then, and there. Yep. I don't think that actually increased the speed at all, which is the expected outcome. So we're going to have to do a bit of messing around, unfortunately, and I believe the use of more iron even more, unfortunately. So what I need, first of all, is an encased chain drive. So I need 3 iron nuggets, and then I need a drive shaft, which means I need nether quartz, I need redstone, yeah, what do I throw away? Well, not throw away, but you know, put away. Alright, so that is enough for one of those redstone quartzy thingies. That's the redstone. Now, how do I make it into that? I need to make sandpaper, which is sand and paper. Well, what a surprise. Alright, anyway, so that makes a polished rose quartz, and then I need an iron sheet. So I've got the iron sheet, so I should just need sand and paper. I love the fact that sandpaper is literally sand and paper. And then I need to do that. Nope. Where'd the sandpaper go? There it is. It's a very inefficient way of creating them, but anyway. Here's that, and then that. That makes my electron tube. Now I need 3 nuggets and an andesite casing. Should have the andesite casing here. Now I actually need that still. This should be shapeless, yep. Alright. And now I just want a lever. Funny enough, those sticks that I put away. It is... You don't need actual stone, do you? No. Didn't think so. Alright, so... That's my adjustable. That's my encased. Nope. Let's try that again. Fair enough. So I'm going to do that. I want the adjustable, then the encased, then I want the vertical, then I want the big cog, then I want the belt, wherever that went. To go from there to there. Then I want the lever on there. That didn't seem to increase the speed at all. Alright. It may just not be noticeable. Hopefully though, putting that on there interesting. What have I got wrong? Adjustable chain shift. I want to ponder it. Okay, is that the problem? They're oriented incorrectly. If I put that there. Yes. 1, 2, 1. All right. Okay. So let's remove that altogether then. I need the other one. Need that one first. Then I need that one. I need to put the lever up there. I should be able to then put the vertical gearbox there, the big cog there. I'll put the speedometer up there just for the sake of it. Not that way. What have I got wrong? Why? How on earth has the orientation gone that way? That was a weird situation. Alright, now let's try this. I think if this doesn't work, we're pretty much stuck. It's pretty much go back to the drawing board, I think. So it's not running fast enough. Okay. Should be mechanics goggles here. Okay, let's go through and find all the create stuff, because I can't find the goggles. I thought they were called goggles, so the fact that I can't find them means that I'm wrong. That's pretty cool. That's not even hard to make. I am looking for goggles. Actually, how do you make a steam engine? Block of copper, andesite alloy, and gold plate. I can make that. Wow. Why am I bothering with all of these? That's incredibly cheap. That's incredibly cheap. All right. did they do it prior to this then? Because that's a bit crazy. I guess it does require me to put water and coal into it rather than renewably. So maybe I continue trying to do this then. So far, I have not seen any goggle type of ideas. There, mixie tubes. We're now down into all the components of Create, rather than the machinery. There they are. They are goggles. Did I spell them wrong? Okay, so it's glass, gold, and string. I actually don't think this will be overly helpful to make right now. I think in time it will be. Glass. Something. Yeah. Ooh. That's from Create. Oh, that'll probably take pressurized air. String. I don't have string. Why I forgot string, I don't know. It's like I only had to remember 3 things, and I forgot one of them. Pretty appalling. No. No. Don't even know what that's for. No. No. Alright. Put them on there then. Yep. 7 RPM. So it's 56 stress units, but it's not telling me what is the minimum stress speed for it, because that's 7 RPM. That's 14 RPM, so I am doubling it. Alright. Let's try... Let's see if stacking them work. Let's not bother anymore with the blaze thing for now. We'll just deal with the basin and whatnot. So I want one of them with 3 of them to make another encaged chain drive. Then I want a nether quartz. Eight redstone. Trying desperately to remember without having to grab the thing. A lever. So I've currently got 14, which is decent but not enough. So actually I do need, no. No, I do need, alright. So I need another andesite casing, which is, where? Did I run out? It would appear so. Alright, so I need a stripped log. Andesite alloy, stripped log, andesite alloy, put that in there with 3 of these. So I need the vertical gearbox. Nope, not the vertical. I need the chain drive. Nope. I need the chain drive. Apparently not that way either. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Chain drive. Adjustable gear shift with chain drive. So that's doubling it. How'd I miss the lever? That has doubled again. Actually, can't just look at it. We're still classed as slow, which probably means that and this is still not going to work. I stand corrected. Presumably. So I want zinc and copper. So it's probably slower than I want still, but hopefully this will give me brass. Maybe? I don't know how long it normally takes. Yep, okay, fair enough. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so you can chain the chains together to increase rotation, which is good. But I don't know what's a reasonable amount of stress before it dies. So anyway, that's been knocked out by my own windmill, hey? Okay, there you go. So you can see the kinetic stress capacity, which is reasonably high compared to current usage, of course. So that's 3,500 is what it creates. So let's come over here and see what it's currently using. Is that 1,300 or 35? I think it's 35. So we're well and truly within reason. But we're going to have to use a lot of chain drives or get steam working, which of course is the other option. So now that we have brass, we can make 3 mechanical crafters pretty easily. That was just any stripped logs, yeah. So we need 21 of them to make that. So 21, 7 electron tubes, 7 brass. All right, so I need more redstone. Ooh, I may not have enough redstone, full stop. I do not. That is very interesting. I have a feeling my sandpaper will also break. Perhaps not. Alright, well, I can do no more on that task. We are running out of food. I am a little annoyed at how much that needs to spin. I think steam is just really realistically going to be the only viable option for that in the future. But for now, we'll live with what we've got. The chicken literally just pushed me out of their own pen and then escaped. Let us go to bed. Perhaps I need more beds for my villagers. Okay, what I might do then is go over and check my automatic farm. I have a feeling not too much has been created because I actually don't think it's been that long in game, even if it's been decent time outside of game. But you can see that it is working and that my extreme corners are not being picked up. Even more so, a little bit just past the corners are not being picked up, so that's disappointing. But you can see it working, even if slow. But that's okay, this can move slowly. Yeah. So we're missing the edge 3s, as you can see here. So that's a bit disappointing, but not the end of the world. We are, however, getting a fair amount of that. So let's see what the wheat seed does in the mill. Nope. What wheat seed does in the mill? Nothing. That is a pity. Right, compacting it will create seed oil. What does seed oil give us? Nope. What does seed oil give us? Seed oil with a flour will give us biomass. What does biomass give us? Not really what I'm looking for. It can give us bioethanol if we mix it with cinder flour. Interesting. Alright, so I think it is helpful in time. Anyone know what awkward potion does? No effect. Interesting. Alright, so the seeds will be helpful in time, just not right now. That's fine. It's being fairly consistent in its production. This will be interesting and helpful. Ugh, more of yous? A lot more of yous? Wonder what would happen if I dropped gravel down on them. Will they attack me? Anyway. Alright, the question is what to do now. So what's it called? Mechanical press. Okay, fine. Block of iron. Alright. So, let's get enchanting. I think realistically at this point, my best bet is to get enchanting done. So, let's get the stone cutter. Move the stone cutter and a crafting bench. Up to the new building location, and let us begin building. So I've got all the stuff I need for all the bookshelves. I've got everything I need or can get easy access to it for the enchanting table. What I need is the building to put it in. Now of course I could just ignore that and just start enchanting, but the fact is I'm a couple of levels away from it anyway. And I want to do it properly. I love that Tory gate. Alright, so then, let us find my note for the pagoda. bring up the website with it. Mute the website with it. Let's get some granite. Let's put down the crafting table and the stone cutter. And what we are going to do, interestingly enough, is leave them there. So it should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So those cobblestone are the outward corners and are actually empty in this schematic. To leave a bit of a 3D effect. And that was a perfect amount. There you go. I'm going to just put them in there and mass produce them. Now what I want here is 1, 2, 3 all along. Should probably get some scaffolding, hey? Now that that's 3 all the way across, and go 1, 2, 3. I think that's the same on both sides, yeah? Alright, now I want the stairs. That does not look right. However, it is correct. I think I'm going to run out of calcite in this project, which is a disappointment. I think quartz would have looked better, which is what they suggest. But this is good enough, I think. Right, and they put a button top and bottom, some andesite down there. I'm not sure the andesite actually works in this texture pack, but we shall try. So first of all, I need a set of polished cut. Perhaps just cut. Let's go polished cut. Then I need some just base stairs. You can't get base stairs. Where's just andesite stairs? Ah, there. I don't like the look of that. Let's grab 4 of them. And time to go to sleep, apparently. This is going to be a long process with short Minecraft days. I love Create for its moving bits and pieces. I know Minecraft wasn't originally designed to have moving pieces like this, but man does it look good to have an actual moving windmill sail. Alright, I am starting to get seriously cold, so I think I might have to go and grab the hoodie again. The annoying thing is it's not quite temperature for an hoodie. Alright, I will be back in a moment, and then we'll sleep. Alright. Yeah, in a bit of a weird situation. It's cold enough to need a jumper. My normal jumper is dirty and needs a wash. My backup jumper has a company logo on it that I probably shouldn't show while live. Just in what's the word, you know, social media policy type of situation. Definitely support the company and whatnot, but it's just they don't want to be connected, or they don't want to be potentially connected to problematic situations and whatnot, so they just don't allow people or their workers, which I'm not actually anymore, to associate their name with anything that could be maybe potentially problematic, which I understand. So no problems with it, just means that I can't wear it on stream, and I don't think I have anything else that fits, so hoodie it is, even if it's actually slightly too warm for an hoodie. What was I grabbing? Food. Sure. That's the problem. I think these 2 cookies and 1 serving of fried rice is the last food I've got. Currently cooked. I have heaps of food and I have well and truly the ability to get more. But it's just, I think that's the last stuff that I have cooked. Right, now I want that, and I want them. And funny enough, I'm now taking these down after just building them up. But anyway, so here those go, that goes there, and then those go there. It's a different color palette. That's the issue. I actually think, because that's a third color palette, even if they're the same block type, if I put these in here, make a couple more of them, and a couple of them, I actually think that will look better. I actually really like that andesite block. We'll see, we'll see. I have a feeling that it's not going to work. Should be 3 high. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 block too high. That is a bit of a problem. Alright, let's do that. That could actually work. Sure, let's leave it at that for now. See, my buttons are different to their button. So it does look a little bit different to intended. I have a feeling these are not going to work as desired. Nope. But I don't think that will either. Yes, that will actually. Alright, that one it is. All right. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I want 1, 2, 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Whoops. Apparently only needed 5. And we'll go from there. I actually think I've got everything that I need at that point. So now we do the other side. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Fair enough, need more calcite bricks. Like, obviously I knew something wasn't working, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out what. Why does it do that? Alright. That would seem incorrect, but it's not. Alright. Now certain that it's not. And that'll be all for the day. Given that that is just the base, that's actually a pretty cool base. And, in my opinion, actually looks significantly better than the original. The original, if I just pull that up, looks like that. And it's all one colour. Well, you know, slightly different textures, but pretty much one colour. And other than the white inset, even if there are different textures. Now, why are there only 2? Alright, that was an unexpected battle, but I did walk right into it. Did not pay any attention whatsoever to where I was going. So mine could be classed as a little bit too colourful. There might be a little bit too much competing colour in it, which would be disappointing, but so be it. I will look at it in the daylight, and also like when it's finished. It can be hard to tell at this early stage how good a texture and colour palette are going to be until the point where, yeah, I was really hoping there was more in there. Oh, it gives you experience too, I didn't realise that. Until the point where you see the finished product, you can't necessarily fully know how it's all going to work. It would appear that all my iron golems are out of here. Okay, that gives me good vibes, hope for this other set. Which is also stuck, that if I can provide them a way out, they might just take it. There we go. Partially. Then he jumped down again. But anyway, hopefully they're getting there. That headache of mine has returned. I really am starting to think it's based off staring at the computer screen. So I need glasses, and I do wear them for long vision, like I am short-sighted, but I'm starting to think that my eyesight is getting worse. I thought that would be out of the way. Apparently, I was wrong. That doesn't feel right. Yes, yeah, just that way. Don't need the spruce or the oak buttons. I don't need them or them or them or them. Arguably, neither them. So I was actually right. That is outside the range. Anyway. Then I assume stairs over them, yep. So I have partially watched this video already. And repeating that around the outside by the looks, with what in the center? Yes, I get the point video. We're just carbon copying. What goes in the center? Okay. they could have done that a lot faster. Anyway, such is life. Actually, let's just put through a whole stack as that. Let's put through half a stack as the stairs. So I should need about half of them. Depends on how many I get per section. 1. So I need 4, 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 3 is 30, 40, 48. So I'm going to need all of them. And actually 8 more. That's the problem. You use andesite for more than just create. Now, they also want iron fence, which I should have enough of. Yep. And actually, I will need an extra 3 walls as well, which is outside of the original design. And then let's grab a quarter stack of slabs. Actually, no, we will need more than that. So let's just grab the full rest of that. Cool. Alright. We'll also need the calcite actually. Oops, that's not an entrance anymore. How'd I get up there? Stairs. Fair enough. Where'd that calcite go? So I need 6 by 4. Nope. 6 by 2 by 4. 6 by 2 by 3. So 12, 36. $28. I feel like that's overkill. But I also think I will probably use this stuff anyway, so it's not the end of the world if I have got my calculations incorrect. That's one too many. Is that pig trying to attack me? Pigs don't attack you, do they? Just before I continue, what is he going to fill this with? Because I'm not leaving it empty. Yeah, no. So he just puts torches down there so that they don't spawn enemies. That is not acceptable in my opinion. So, let us do this properly. This is not a creative structure just to look nice. This is a survival world. And it will be functional. Why am I doing that? It needs to be out here. That pig looked aggressive. Alright, now let's build the scaffolding up. Oh, you're kidding. How was I so close? One off. Alright. Now, let's come into here and fill in the inside. Now, I've got more cobblestone than I have dirt. Honestly, I would like to use gravel. Well, let's use gravel. I now have a mill. Oops. So, now, I understand that a lot of people won't really understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, but in the real world, just putting voids like that is probably not a good idea. So while it's not required from Minecraft's game mechanics point of view, I would prefer to fill in the foundation. It's just a stronger building, less likely to be destroyed. And hey, it does mean that if a creeper explodes, there is a little bit more to take the blast, rather than just the shell of a building. So it's just the way I would prefer to build, honestly. Let's just do that. Right, let's get out of here before enemies start spawning and cause me a real problem. I've already got a skelly on my left, which might not attack. Did not attack. I wonder if it's all stuck in the trees. I'd really love to start building my house soon, to be honest. Living in the centre of the old city is a little bit frustrating when everything I've got is so far away. Right, so it's 3 o'clock. I am not going to finish the whatever that device is called today. Whatever that building's called. Bit frustrating. Not really a surprise though. As much as I would like to, it's just not going to happen. Still, it's a good start. We'll definitely finish the foundations today. The question just will be whether I finish the next level. They are, just looking at the next stage of this building, I am not kidding, they fill this construction, like the entire floor of the next section is quartz bricks. That is a lot of quartz. But like so many of these construction projects, it's done in the creative world, which means that the cost of buildings just isn't a part of the equation, which can be frustrating for people like me who don't play creative. We only play survival, and so we see this awesome building and go, yeah, that'd be nice to build, and then realise that it's just not within realism. Okay, we've still got a bit to go. I just couldn't tell where the floor of the building would go, but we're still a couple of blocks off. Which I should have figured because my side walls aren't high enough and I'm still a block down from them, so... But I couldn't think that through. There's also something satisfying, for me at least, for seeing a building with a solid base. I don't know whether it's just me or not. That does not belong there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Alright, now let us grab the stairs. And build the stairs in. I might just go up the single block for now. Actually, they don't go there. That is actually filled in like that. I got to give the creator points for that. It's often normal to just repeat a pattern again and again, which normally works really nicely. But it can get repetitive if you just only repeat it. So doing what he's done is rather smart, where he has repeated it, which gives a sense of consistency, but he's taken the steps to properly use some variants to keep it from getting boring. Does the stairs hit this? I think they do actually. Yeah, there we go. Now I should be able to jump down to here. I should be able to see from out here. Yep. Cool. Now jump up here and continue laying the foundation. Which is how the guy got away with the inset. I could add a basement. Whatever. Let's build it as designed, and if I decide to add a basement later, it's not going to be difficult, even if it's slightly annoying. Yeah, my goodness. Alright, now I actually think that's the last layer of gravel. In fact, that's one too many layers of gravel. Ugh. It's one too many layers of gravel. That's my fault. At least I had enough gravel. Problem is I don't think I have enough calcite, which I need for my flooring. Though I can use slabs for this part. That's not quite correct. I feel like there's something wrong there. Oh no, that is correct. Yeah, so it stops, the floor is after, or is before the half slab and before one block. But that leaves these gaps, which is what confused me, but I haven't actually finished the side walls yet, so it does make sense. And it specifically shows him filling in at the height of the insets, the floor. So, well, yeah, definitely at the right spot. Just made some errors in calculation again. Which is why I'm not an engineer. In Minecraft, you can make that mistake, pull it down, repair it, and continue on, and it's a visual error only, even if you decide to leave it. In the real world, bigger issues, let's say. Granted, there's also more checks and balances in the real world, but all you need is a mistake to happen and a building falls down. Most people don't like it when the building they're in falls down. Reasonably so, in my opinion, but... Alright, so... I think this goes along the whole width. Not there. No, it doesn't. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop, block, stop, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's better. I'm not entirely sure what to do with that situation. We will figure that out. And for now we'll just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, space 1, space 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a thunderstorm. Which in the real world I love, in Minecraft are a little bit more difficult to work with. Where was that? And how did you get there? Can I attack you, please? You shall not be here. What got hit by the lightning bolt? Oh, maybe a pig. That might have created the zombie pig. That would make sense from my understanding of the game, so we'll assume that for now. Just give me a sec, I just need to look at these side walls again. Interesting. Okay. I'm interested by how few monsters there are around. Not disappointed by any chance, just interested. Right. I need the walls. I will be very annoyed if it burns down my Tory gate again. Not surprised, just annoyed. To be fair, building a gate out of timber that leads to the world of hell is an interesting choice. Let us fight the zombie that now has high ground. Died a lot differently to what I expected. Alright, let's grab lanterns. Because what I didn't expect was for this cool effect. This lights up the base very nicely. Very stylistically. I did forget the buttons. Let's put the buttons on now. Then I can put them away, at least for now. Then I will go around and deal with the middle sections. Because they're looking a little bland at the moment. Now I need the iron fences to do this section. Wrong way. What's left? I think just the top piece. I can hear a spider. I can't see a spider. Let's go into the centre of the building and see where spider is. Spider is behind me. Weird place for it to be. It got me twice. The spider, the thing that very rarely hits me, got me twice. And that, it looks like, this time to build the next level of scaffolding. I always see scaffolding in a weird light. Like, I like having the scaffolding there. To me, it makes the building under construction look more legitimately under construction, but it also makes it harder to see progress towards what you're building. It sort of hides the building. So should I put it up or not? And then you have to go around and collect them, and you have a chance of leaving bits behind in caught areas, especially now that I'm building three-dimensional edges. Caught in areas that you can't get to without scaffolding. So you just lose some of the scaffolding. Making the question of whether it's worth doing it at all a legitimate one. So anyway. Yes, I do not believe even with slabbing this I have enough. Though I actually feel like I'm going to do calcite tiles. In the hope that it's not too much. But I actually think that this will look better. And I actually like the effect of the cornices. Yep, no, we're doing it this way. And there's an argument for this being slightly more oriental as well. But like expected, we have run out. Oh, I do have a bit of calcite left. Even a bit of cut calcite that will possibly still be able to turn into tiles. Nice. I have a feeling that's still not enough. It will be. Oh, it is actually literally one short. You are kidding. Whatever. Let's pause that for a moment while we watch the next section of the video. I'll have to go grab some calcite, but it's not hard to grab one block of calcite. Four blocks high. Now they're using what looks like spruce. So we're now doing the actual building itself. I'm not turning stairs. Alright, let's look at the log options I've got. Let's put all these away. So theoretically, we're finished with them at the very least for now. I do need more scaffolding. So let's grab bamboo. Easier said than done, apparently. And string. And go make it. One, two, three. Let's actually do 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's easy to actually count internally. Enderman just flew across the map. Alright, so that should give us a number of 6 high spires, which should be slightly too short for our pillars. But it should be close enough. And you can just say there, I don't think they can climb scaffolding, no. And I will move faster than it. Oops. Yes. That is a legitimate issue. Did not consider that issue. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Should be enough. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I can't count. Wow. Had 1 too short on one side and 1 too many on the other. But anyway, alright. There's my scaffolding construction. Let's look at my log options. So, Blossom is what I use for the Tory gate, and it works very nicely. They're using spruce, and I don't like it, honestly. But do I really want another really red building like that? That's the question, I think. Arguably though, it doesn't look like you can see too much of the timber. So, I might for now use so use spruce for a reason. Though, their spruce looks more like my oak. My spruce is a bit darker again. Yeah, no, we're going to use a Blossom. Because I think it's my best log for a Japanese build. So it's up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we just go around the whole building like this. I actually don't know where the next ones are. I only watched the front section. Now he puts planks up, and then a row of planks along the top. He's doing the front facade again and ignoring the other sides. Apparently I did not go high enough. Right, and now we chop up these two. That doesn't work, does it? Oh yeah, it does. Yep. And a door. I actually don't think the spruce door works, but anyway. I might change that aspect, especially with the walls that I've got access to. Anyway, that's it for now. Now it uses these next. Shouldn't have jumped there. See, I just feel like this might be a bit too much red. A bit over the top. Then it uses birch as the infills. Okay. That's an interesting situation. I really don't like these trapdoors, I don't think. Door itself is okay. The trapdoors I'm not sure I'm happy with. Let's have a look at some of the other trapdoor options, like the oaks. That might work. We knew that. Why I did that again, I don't know. Oh my goodness. Just can't do these right, can I? Like, I understand what I keep doing wrong. I think I understand what keeps going wrong. Got it. I don't know how I had ended up with two of these, but anyway. Yeah, that looks better. Alright, now I need that birch. Now they've got scaffolding. I don't want to use scaffolding. Like, scaffolding looks very different. So for now we're just going to fill it in with that, and depending on how they finish decorating, I may decide to replace at least some of that birch with windows or window frames or something along those lines. Alright, so now we are doing oak. We're changing to another timber. I don't like the look of oak there. Let's go look at the planks I've got access to. I want to have a look at jungle planks. No, jungle planks won't work. Acacia won't work. I think oak stairs are my best option. It is night time again. So do I continue going or do I protect myself? I think we continue going. So we want 2 up. And hope that this does not kill me. Hang on. And there's something wrong here. 1-ish. 1, 2, 3, 2. Ah, it's only 2 high. Fair enough. So actually, that should be it. That spider just likes chilling there. Yeah. Okay. And now we just randomly move to one of the sides. You know what? I'm just going to leave the gaps there rather than putting the birch in. Actually, annoyingly enough, annoyingly enough, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying anymore. Oh well, obviously it wasn't important enough. Right, then we will build. We'll put those up. We might put the stairs up later. Actually, we should be putting up those bottom stairs now before I put the planks on top of them. Oops. Don't know how I messed that one up. Just because once the planks are up, it's going to be difficult to get underneath them, given that my scaffolding is at the level of the stairs. You can see now what I mean. I'm going to have to go around this way, I think, which then puts me down there. Doable, just a little finicky. And I'd prefer not to have to do finicky. Now I don't think anything can get up to me from at where I am, so my risks at the moment I think are limited to skeletons shooting me, Possibly spiders if they come up the right way, but if they come up the side of the buildings, which they're more likely to do, they will get stuck. So I actually think I'm relatively safe here. I do not have enough of them. Only problem will be if it's, oh no, because there's a door there now. So no, not even zombies going to easily get up here. Like, they can break through, of course, but they now have to break through if they want to get in. And I will have time to retreat up to the top of a piece of scaffolding. Let's go through and strip these logs. The lack of light makes the building here difficult. Yikes, nearly jumped off the building. Those are done. It's just this corner one, I think, now that's actually semi-hidden, so the corner one should also be done. Uh-oh. I just filled in the wrong place. For filling in the hole that I wasn't supposed to fill in, I feel like I deserve that pain. Still, I should probably eat. It's so weird working in the middle of the night and actually being safe. So it's a person who's about to be blown up, but hopefully not. Alright, I will be back in a moment and then we will end the stream. My people have shown up a little bit earlier than expected. I'll be back in a minute to finish though. All right, well, that is an unexpectedly quick ending to the stream. So I'm just going to save and quit there and hope I don't fall off when I spawn back in. Yeah, my visitor showed up a little bit early. So that's all from me today. I may be back tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. I've got work to do tomorrow morning in theory. But yeah, it depends on timing and stuff whether I'll be able to. But I should be here tomorrow afternoon, 1300 AEST. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.